Museums. It may be argued that museums are an institution and an agency for transmitting cultural heritage are an artificial creation. So far as objects are removed from their natural or proper environments and put into museums, which are different environment altogether. However, it seems that museums themselves have come to be accepted and recognized as the best equipped institutions devised by man for the assemblage of cultural objects and their presentation and preservation for the present and future generations. The artificial character of museums is, however, being gradually transformed into a cultural reality. Thus, just as one goes to the theatre for plays and other performing arts, the mosque, the church, or the shrine for worship, the library for the printed word, today, it is to the museum one goes to see the evidence of man's material outfit. For no other institution or place so readily comes to mind as museums do when evidence of material culture is sought. Herein lies the importance of museums as cultural institution and as agency for transmitting culture. Employees. Employees are the soul of an organization. You succeed or fail based on the collective abilities and talents of your team. Hiring well is a discipline that requires diligence, patience, and passion. In order to enrich the organization, you have to have a comprehensive understanding of who you need, why, and where. You are not just filling a slot. You are bringing in a unique new individual who will have a ripple effect on all those around her. So don't rush to judgment. Study the cultural and personal qualities that unify or divide a group or team. Consider chemistry. Bad hiring patterns are like a blaring smoke alarm. They indicate fire ahead. And while you never want to hire in haste, it is equally important that a proper balance be struck. Hiring can never be put on a back burner. How often have you encountered a manager who exclaims, I am too busy to source candidates, sort resumes, interview candidates? Not keeping up with the staffing needs of the company is a certain path to difficulties. Managers whose workload is far outstripping their ability to fill open job requisitions need help. Sooner or later, this imbalance will cause a key process or even a whole company to break down. When you don't have enough good people to get the job done, it's inevitable that those carrying the load will become angry, frustrated, and dissatisfied. Eventually, you lose them, leaving lazy managers and a sloppy company in the lurch. Idle curiosity. The world dismisses curiosity by calling it idle. or mere idle curiosity. Even though curious persons are seldom idle, parents do their best to extinguish curiosity in their children because it makes life difficult to be faced every day with a string of unanswerable questions. Children whose curiosity survives parental discipline are invited to join our university. Within the university, they go on asking their questions and trying to find the answers. In the eyes of a scholar, that is mainly what a university is for. Some of the questions that scholars ask seem to the world to be scarcely worth asking, let alone answering. If the world inquires of one of them why he wants to know the answer to a particular question, he may say, especially if he is a scientist, that the answer will in some obscure way make possible a new machine or weapon or gadget. He talks that way because he knows that the world understands and respects utility. But to you who are now part of the university, he will say that he wants to know the answer simply because he does not know it. It is true that scholars can be put to work answering questions for the sake of the consequences, as thousands are working now. For example, in search of a cure for cancer. But this is not the primary function of the scholar, for the consequences are usually subordinate to the satisfaction of curiosity.